us move on to the constructional aspects of DC generator. Construction of DC generators. Yes. So before going to the construction of DC generators, what we have to construct in a DC generator? If you know what I have to construct, then I will purchase in the market, then I will design it. Okay? So what is required first of all? Tell me, in a generator, definitely we require a flux density and a length of the conductor and a velocity of the conductor. Can I say that? Without these three, if you have flux, velocity, if there is no conductor, can you get induced EMF? You have flux, you have velocity, no conductor, can you get induced EMF? Chalo. Conductor is there, flux is there, no speed, can you get induced EMF? No. If you have velocity of the conductor, you have length of the conductor, but you don't know flux density. Even though if you rotate with infinite speed, you won't get zero voltage also. Okay? Now, this is field. This is field. This is length of the conductor. This is length of the conductor. This is velocity or relative velocity? Tell me. This is velocity or relative velocity? Velocity or relative velocity? Yes, sir. Relative velocity. Relative velocity. Okay? Out of these three, tell me, we are talking about DC generators, na? Tell me in DC generators, which is a rotating part, which is a stationary part? In DC generators, I am talking about DC generator. Mark my word. DC generators. Which is rotating part, which is a stationary part? Which is rotating, which is stationary? Yes, sir. Armature is rotating. Which is stationary? Conductor is rotating or armature is rotating. Which is stationary? Field. It means field. Look at this box which I am creating right now. Can I say this is belongs to the stator and this is belongs to the rotor? Can I say that? That is belongs to the stator and this is belongs to the rotor. Can I say that? Yes or not? Therefore, what is your stator part contains in a DC machine? Field. Rotor part contains in a machine? Winding, conductors. Okay? So, with all this, I want to start with stator construction. Stator construction. Before going to stator construction, first to take these three, I want to draw a circuit. Based on that, I have to go ahead. So, first, have you completed this? This is Chota wale. Yes? Now, look at the board, everybody. Tell me, these are my poles. On these poles, I have a winding. I have housed the winding. Tell me, the winding which is connected across the poles is called which winding? The winding which is connected across the poles is called which winding? It is called field winding, correct? Tell me what is the, look at your, the direction of the current. If you observe, can I say current is coming in this direction? Look at my curly fingers, look at this. The current is coming like this. If the current is coming like this means towards you, the flux is moving from left to right or right to left? Look at here. The conductors are carrying current in this direction. Therefore, flux is from left to right or right to left? Tell me. Is it from left to right or right to left? Yes, sir. Left to right. Perfect. So, therefore, flux is coming out from this. Flux is coming out from this. Tell me, here, what is the sense of winding? Same, na? Look at here. Now again, flux is coming outside, right? Flux is coming outside, right? It means here also the flux direction is like this. Let us say the total flux is produced by the machine is phi. Tell me, which one will emit the flux, which one will take the flux? Which one will emit the flux, which one will take the flux? North will emit the flux, south will take the flux, correct? North will emit, south will take the flux. But strictly speaking, tell me, without having any closed path, is there any flow of current? First you tell me. Is there any closed path? Is your current will flow? No. What is the analogy of current in magnetic circuit? What is the analogy of current in magnetic circuit? I will link everything I'll interlink with the previous lecture. Flux. So therefore, flux will it flow without having any closed path? Flux will it flow without having any closed path? Or closed path required or not? Yes. Therefore, tell me, who will provide that path for flow of flux? Who will provide that flow of flux path? Who will provide that? Who will provide? Come on. Who will provide the path? Yes. Core material. Where we have various cores, like I told you, plastic, rubber, you can take wood, you can take iron core. But always we will prefer high reluctance material or low reluctance material, or high permeable or low permeable. Which one we will prefer? Yes, a iron core material, that is called a silicon steel, correct? Silicon steel. So tell me one thing, if you look at this structure, exactly, break this machine horizontally, if you break this machine, can I say from here to here, air gap, look at here to here, air gap, and here to here, air gap is equally divided? Tell me, upper half and lower half are equally divided, na? It means this area and this area is equally divided. Tell me, equally area of the core is divided. Tell me, reluctance is equally divided? Yes, come on, tell me. Reluctance is equally divided. Come on, tell me. Reluctance is equally divided. Yes. Is it looks like this? I have a source. I have two resistors which are connected in parallel. Correct? I have a source which are connected in parallel. A load which is connected in parallel. Tell me, equal resistors will carry the current equally or unequally? Equal resistors will carry the current equally or unequally? How much current is flowing in this? How much current is flowing in this? Tell me. Yes, sir. Half of the current in this, remaining half in this. Apply your KCL. Again, you are getting here high only. Correct or not? I by 2. Similarly, total flux which is coming out from the north to south is 5 Webers per pole. Means how much flux is flowing in this? How much flux is flowing in this? Come on. How much flux is flowing in this? In this? 5 by 2, Sabash. 5 by 2. Here also 5 by 2. Yes. Now you tell me, after coming here, can I say again your flux is here coming 5 by 2, here coming 5 by 2. Total is how much is going? 5 only, na? Now you look at the board once. The flux which is coming from north to south, is it inside or outside? The flux which is coming from north to south, is it inside of the machine or outside? Tell me, inside or outside? The flux is coming from the north to south. Is it inside? Yes. But look at the outside. Where is the flux is coming? From the outside, flux is coming from where to where? From where to where? Outside the flux is coming from where to where? Look at here. South to north. South to north. It means, can I say that your flux is successfully forms a loop such that you are getting full flux? Yes? Now, let us give some nomenclature to this. Just I have given this for sake of understanding only. Let us give some nomenclature to this. Yes, come on, respond. This is called what? Anyone tell me. This is called what? You might have studied already this. You have to say. Tell me. What is this is called? Yoke. This is yoke. This is what? This is whole core. Look at this. This one and this one. It means this whole surface. This whole surface is called pole shoe. Is called pole shoe. I hope all these three are okay with you. Now let me take your stator is contains what and what? Tell me. What is your stator is contains? Your stator contains, stator means it is static, not rotating, right? Yoke, pole core, pole shoe. Correct or not? Yoke, pole core, pole shoe. Of course, field winding is also there. Okay? Pole core, pole shoe, and yoke and field winding. Let me take first yoke. Tell me, your yoke is magnetic core material or non-magnetic core material? Tell me. Your core is, means your yoke, outer part. Is it magnetic core material or non-magnetic core material? Quick. Magnetic core material, right? Tell me, that magnetic core material we have to design by using which material? Silicon steel. Silicon steel. Silicon steel. Tell me, is your yoke, next point, is your yoke carrying constant flux or a time varying flux? Is that your yoke carrying constant flux or a time varying flux? Only one answer. Constant or time varying. Which flux it is carrying? Your core. Constant flux. It means, can I say that? Constant flux. Can I say that constant flux means, let us take the flux on y-axis, time on x-axis. Constant flux with respect to time means, is it a DC only, na? Constant flux which is with respect to time means, is it DC flux? Tell me, DC flux, do you have any frequency or no frequency? DC flux, do you have any frequency or no frequency? No frequency means, as if you remember, what is hysteresis loss? Come on. B max to the power of 1.6, F to the power of minus 0.6, correct? Eddy current loss is equal to, come on, B max square into F square. B max to the power of 1.6, or you write F only. It is better to write B max square. B max to the power of 1.6 into F and B max square F square. Did you remember? These are hysteresis and eddy current losses, na? Yes? Tell me. If the frequency is 0, do you have hysteresis and eddy current losses? If the frequency is 0, do you have hysteresis and eddy current loss? No. No hysteresis, no eddy current losses means, you want to do lamination or no lamination required? You want to do lamination or no lamination required? Therefore, no laminations. Therefore, no laminations. Therefore, no laminations. One more thing. What is the extra purpose it is doing? What is the extra work it is doing? Tell me. What is the extra work it is doing? It is silicon steel, okay. It is carrying a constant flux throughout the core, uniformly distributed. Next one. No laminations are required because eddy current losses are 0. Because frequency is 0, na? Yes, sir. It is supporting the winding. Or I can say it is protecting inside the circuits. Yes or not? It is protecting the parameters, the elements which are there inside the machine. Correct or not? Yes, sir. It is acts like a protecting device. It is acts like a protecting device. It is acts like a protecting device. So again I am asking, do you require laminations for yoke or no laminations? Do you require laminations for yoke or no laminations? But whereas in synchronous machine? Come on. But whereas in synchronous machine? Your stator requires lamination or no lamination? Yes, requires lamination. I will prove with equal results also. So just take down this. Once if it is completed, please let me know. Just only, I hope you have already taken the circuit. Then take this yoke. Then I will talk about pole core and pole shoe. After that, we will move ahead with the remaining construction. Come on, quick. We don't have enough time. Quick. Yes. The next one, the very important is pole core. What is meant by pole core? What is meant by pole core? What is the purpose of pole core? The main purpose of the pole core is to place the winding across it. Okay? The main purpose of the pole core is to place the winding, to place the winding across it for the production of flux, right? But basically you have two choices. Either you select the pole as a permanent magnet, and also you can select as electromagnet. Tell me which one you will prefer always? Permanent magnet or electromagnet? Permanent magnet or electromagnet? We have two choices. Either you take permanent magnet or otherwise you will take any electromagnet. But which one you will prefer always? Quick. Which one you will prefer? Always electromagnets only we will prefer. Reason is to vary the flux, right? The main purpose of choosing electromagnets is to vary the flux or to maintain constant. To vary the flux, because the flux is always an important parameter for torque and EMF, na? So if I control the flux, I can control the induced EMF, I can control the torque. Remember two performance equations. Torque is equal to K into phi into Ia. Generated EMF is equal to K into phi into omega. Both the cases flux is there. So can I use that varying of flux will control these two parameters? Yes. Now, one more thing. Electromagnet is preferred. But is it carrying DC flux or AC flux? Your pole core is carrying DC flux or AC flux? Yes, of course it is an electromagnet. ठीक है, हाँ. Is it carrying DC flux or AC flux? Come on, quick type. DC or AC? We are thinking this much time. We are giving DC input, na? DC field current will produce DC flux only, right? Of course. Constant flux. Constant flux का मतलब क्या? Again, frequency is equal to what? Constant flux का मतलब frequency is equal to? Come on, quick. Constant flux nothing but frequency equal to 0. If frequency is equal to 0, then iron losses are equal to, iron losses means hysteresis and eddy current losses. Those are also 0. If hysteresis and eddy current losses are 0, do you require lamination or no lamination? Tell me, do you require lamination or no lamination? Yes, sir. No lamination. No laminations are required. Therefore, your yoke and pole core doesn't have any laminations. Clear till now? Okay? Once if it is completed, please let me know. Then we will go to the pole shoe. After that, field winding. Then we will go to the rotor side. Now, next one is pole shoe. If you see the pole shoe structure, how is the pole shoe? If this is our rotor side, if I say this is our rotor side, like this. Rotor means you want to place the conductor or you don't want to place the conductor? Tell me first of all. Rotor means you want to place the conductor or you don't want to place the conductor? To place a conductor means definitely you require a slot and teeth, na? You required slot and teeth, right? This is my, yes sir. Now I will take my pole shoe as it is. Yeah, like this, slots will be there. In that slots only you will place the conductor, right? But why you have taken pole shoe like this? Why you have taken pole shoe like this? I can take pole shoe like this also. Why you have taken like this, like concave shape? Why we have taken? I can take like this also, na? Yes or not? Increase the surface area. Maybe, don't know. Let us see. What is the reason behind that? Can you please tell me? Suppose my armature is rotating because we have given mechanical input, na? Your rotor is rotating, right? Let us assume it is a north pole. Okay? Let us assume it is a north pole. Tell me, I will give you two choices to you. Let us say this is a position 1. Let us say this is a position 2. Let us say this is a position 3. Okay? Similarly, this is my position 1 and this is my position 2 and this is my position 3. ठीक है? हाँ. Now I would like to take on y-axis flux and x-axis position. 3 positions I have. This is, let us say, position. No, it is better to take exactly in the middle. So it would be very easy for us. 3. Just take this is 1. So simple. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Total 3 positions I have taken. Okay, concentrate. Don't miss any point. Tell me at position 1. Look at only the left side pole shoe. What I have, if this kind of pole shoe if I have, what is the consequences that I am getting? Tell me at position 1, is there any pole effect or no pole effect? It means, is there any flux available or no flux available? Come on. Any flux is available or no flux is available? No flux is available at position 1. No flux is available. Let us say this is my position 1. Now tell me one thing. If this conductor is, suppose if I move this conductor like this, look at here. If I move this conductor like this, tell me from here to here. Look at the area. Here to here. Area. Look at the board. Don't miss any point. Tell me. Here to here, area is slowly decreasing now. Are you getting my point? Here to here, if you go like this, can I say area is slowly decreasing? Yes or not? It means here air gap is more, here air gap is less. Correct or not? Tell me, if air gap is more, flux is more or less? As we know that flux is what? Directly proportional to length of the core. Length of the core divided by what? Permeability into area of the core, na? Or area of the core or area of the air gap, right or not? Tell me, flux is inversely proportional to area of the core. Tell me, here area is very small. Area is very small. Length of the air gap is very decreasing, right? Tell me, here large air gap is there. Flux will be less. It means धीरे from here to 2. If I go, tell me, my air gap is now slowly decreasing. Yes or not? My air gap is slowly decreasing. If air gap is slowly decreases, can I say that flux is also will increase धीरे? Flux is also will increase धीरे? This is my position 2. Let us say this is my position 2. Okay? This is my position 2. Tell me, from position 2 to 3, what is happening to the area? What is happening to the air gap? Tell me, from position 2 to 3, what is happening to the air gap? Is it increasing or decreasing? Come on, respond. What is happening to the air gap? Is it increasing or decreasing? Air gap increases means flux will be. Air gap increases means flux will be. Air gap increases means flux will be decrease. Correct? Air gap increases means flux will be decreases. Can I say once if it reaches to the position 3, position 3 means is there any pole effect or no pole effect? At position 3, is there any pole effect or no pole effect? Come on. No pole effect. It means for this kind of pole, what is this pole? Is it a pole with the pole shoe or without pole shoe? Tell me. This square, is it with the pole shoe or without pole shoe? This one. With the pole shoe or without pole shoe? Batao. Without pole shoe. Okay? Now again look this side. From here to here. Air gap is more. Here to here. Right now, just you consider like this. Later I will talk about this one also. Air gap. Tell me, air gap from this position to, later I will give you the name for this. From this position to this position, air gap is a constant or variable? I will give you the names for this. If I rotate the rotor in this direction without putting the slots, just tell me, area from here to here is constant or not? Yes. Which direction we are moving? In this direction, right? In this direction we are moving. Therefore, the point where your rotor is entering. Are you getting my point? The point where, underline the word, very important. The point where the rotor is entering into the pole region is called leading pole tip. Is called leading pole tip, or in short we will call it as LP. Leading pole tip. And the point at which the rotor is leaving the field region or pole region, that is called trailing pole tip. Again I am repeating, tell me, the point where it is entering into the pole region is called what? The point or the rotor which is entering into the pole region, that point is called what? Come on, that point is called what? The rotor which is entering into the pole region, that region is called what? Where it is entering, that point is called what? Leading pole tip. Which is leading is called trailing. Tell me from this, for example, if your rotor is rotating in this direction, tell me for this, which is leading, which is trailing? Tell me. For this, tell me which is leading, which is trailing? Which is leading, which is trailing? I will give you the name. Let us say A and B. Tell me which is leading, which is trailing? Which is leading, which is trailing? Why? Because the rotor is entering at this position, na? Therefore, this is a leading pole tip and this is your trailing pole tip. Correct? Leading pole tip and trailing pole tip. Chalo, dekhte hain. Now, don't go anywhere. Please concentrate. Very important discussion it is. Tell me from position 1 to position LP, leading pole tip. Position 1 to leading pole tip. Is it area piece dheere decreasing or not? Like in the same fashion. Position 1 to leading pole tip, can I say dheere your area is decreasing or not? Look at here, we are moving into the field region, na? So can I say area is slowly decreasing? Correct? Quick, respond. Air gap is slowly decreasing? Come on. Yes. If air gap decreases, flux will be? If air gap decreases, flux will be. If air gap decreases, flux will be. Come on. Increase. Okay? Wait. Tell me from leading pole tip to trailing pole tip. I hope you understand what I said. From leading pole tip to trailing pole tip, what is the air gap? Is it constant or variable? Leading pole tip to trailing pole tip, is it constant or variable? Yes, sir, constant. Let us say this is my leading pole tip and this is my trailing pole tip. This is my leading pole tip, this is my trailing pole tip. Tell me air gap. Up to here, this is my leading and this is my trailing. Look at here. Leading pole tip to trailing pole tip. Is it constant or not? Come on, tell me. Leading pole tip to trailing pole tip. Is it constant? Yes. But from leading pole tip to trailing pole tip, area dheere decreasing, so flux is slowly increasing. Correct or not? Similarly, from trailing pole tip to position 3, area is increasing now. Therefore, it will dheere moving in that particular shape. Now, you tell me which is providing sinusoidal shape of flux? Which is providing sinusoidal shape of flux? Which is providing trapezoidal shape? Which is providing sinusoidal shape? Come on. Which is providing? With the pole shoe or without pole shoe? With the pole shoe or without pole shoe? Come on. Is it without pole shoe, na? This is without pole shoe, na? Without pole shoe. This, I will say curve 1. I will say curve 2. Curve 1 is without pole shoe. Curve 2 is with pole shoe. Curve 2 is with pole show. देखो एक बार इधर. Tell me which is sinusoidal there, which is non-sinusoidal there. Which is sinusoidal, which is non-sinusoidal. Which is sinusoidal, which is non-sinusoidal. Yes. Harmonics will present in where? Basically, harmonic will present in where? Sinusoidal shape or non-sinusoidal shape? Harmonics basically. Harmonics basically will produce for sinusoidal shape or non-sinusoidal shape. I hope you might have studied signals also. Harmonics will be available for sinusoidal or non-sinusoidal. Quickly, I need response, quick response. Non-sinusoidal. But tell me, in DC machine, is there any harmonic issue or no harmonic issues? Is there any problem with harmonics in DC machine? Basically, harmonics will be coming into the picture for which type of machine? DC machine or AC machine? DC machine or AC machine? AC machine. So in DC machine, there is no problem of harmonics means, tell me which curve you will prefer always? Which curve you will prefer? Which curve you will prefer? Yes, sir, curve 2. Why? Because, look at here. Tell me what is meant by area. Area, how you will define average value or area? The average value is nothing but area under this curve, right? Area under this curve. Tell me which is occupying more area, which is having more area, which is having more area, which is having more area? Curve 2. Therefore, can I say the average output voltage generated by the second curve is more than the first curve? Can I say that? The average output voltage, because more the flux means more induced EMF na, from the performance equation. What is the performance equation? Eg is equal to K phi omega. More the flux means more the induced EMF. Obviously, we need to generate more induced EMF because here there is no problem with harmonics. But suppose if there is a AC machine, then which curve you want to prefer? Which curve you want to prefer? Suppose if there is a AC machine, then which curve you want to prefer? Yes, curve 1, because there is a harmonic is a big issue. But here in DC machine, do you have any harmonics issue? No issue, right or not? Therefore, can I say that I will prefer curve 2 over curve 1 because it will giving more generated EMF? Yes, therefore, always you will prefer with the pole shoe or without pole shoe? With the pole shoe or without pole shoe? Generated EMF, why it is sinusoidal? It is not sinusoidal only, DC. Right? For that we have to do some changes in the circuit. Without pole shoe or with pole shoe? Which one you want to prefer? Which one you want to prefer? Without pole shoe. Pooja, just check it once. Without pole shoe or with pole shoe? Which one you want to prefer? With the pole shoe only. Why? Look at there. With the pole shoe. With the pole shoe is giving only more area, na? More area means more average value. Without pole shoe is giving less area means less average value. So I will always prefer more induced EMF because harmonics is not a big issue for me. Because harmonics will never exist in a DC machine. But harmonics will be present in AC machines. Remember, that is very important thing. Yes, getting with the pole shoe, right? Chale. Now, listen. Now answer my question. Now, I want to place my conductors. Into the slots. So, okay. Now, देखो एक बार इधर. Slots are there. Let me consider the same thing. I want to take this set because finally we have concluded that pole shoe is necessary for us. Yeah, I am considering finally my pole shoe. Sir, in the rotor generated EMF AC. Yes, sir. Generated EMF is AC. When? If we have this kind of poles. Previously we have drawn what type of shape? First case, what type of shape we have taken? Square only, na? Square shape, north pole, south pole, we have taken conductors in different cases we have taken, right? But right now, what is the pole shoe we are preferring? With the pole shoe or without pole shoe? Pole shoe are preferring. Therefore, is it induced EMF flat topped shape or like flat topped shape or pure sinusoidal shape? Come on, everybody answer. by using, after some time we have realized that no, there is no square poles. We will use pole shoes, right or not? Therefore, what is the shape of the flux in a machine? Flat topped. Chalo, I'll come to that point. So definitely I have to place windings in the rotor, of course, right? Of course I have to place the winding. They're going further. This is a much interesting and very important topic. Yes, correct? Now look at the board. Let me consider flux is coming from the, not throughout the pole shoe, just I am assuming only from two positions only flux is coming. Position 1, position 2. Okay? Position 1, position 2. Flux is right now coming from only position 1 and position 2 only. Tell me, flux or current will always choose low resistance path or high resistance path? Tell me. You have two resistors which are connected in parallel. Basically, you know that two resistors which are connected in parallel. Current will always choose low resistance or high resistance? Low resistance. Tell me. Chalo. Can I say this is my slot region? Can I say this is my teeth region? Yes or not? This big length is called my slot because that there only I have to place the conductor, right? This is called, can I say it is teeth and this is slot? Yes or not? This is a slot, this is teeth, because there only we need to place the conductor, na? Is this clear? Now look at the board. For sake of understanding only I am taking a square pole. Look at there. For sake of understanding only I am taking the square pole. Basically we will have only pole shoe. Sake of understanding. Look at the board here. Chalo. You answer my question. Tell me. This is a slot. This is a teeth. This is a slot. This is teeth. Suppose this one is having a reluctance of, let us say 50%. Let us say 50%. Then tell me what is the reluctance offered by this region? If this region is having a reluctance of 50%, then what is the reluctance offered by this? Is it less than 50% or more than 50% or equal to 50%? Tell me. This region, is it occupying more area or less area? More area means reluctance is more. Yes, it means your flux is about to come from the north pole. Yes, come on, tell me. Flux will always choose low reluctance path or high reluctance path? Come on, batao. Flux will always choose low reluctance path or high reluctance path? Low reluctance path. ठीक है? Now you tell me. Right now, flux is coming from the position 1. Tell me, which position it will choose? Slot position or teeth position? Of course, second unit is going to only teeth, but flux first position will try to move in teeth region only, na? It means, in short, I will show like this. Look at the board, everybody. I want to take out this because we know flux is inversely proportional to area of length. Position 1, position 2. Okay? Position 1, position 2. What is the position 1 having? Slot. Position 2, teeth. Is your rotor is rotating or stationary? First tell me. Is your rotor is rotating or stationary? Come on, tell me. Rotor is rotating or stationary? Is it your rotor is rotating, stationary? Rotating means after some time this teeth position is occupied by the, tell me, after some time this teeth position is occupied by which position? 1 or 2? This teeth is occupied by which position? 1 or 2? 1. Then second position is occupied by the, first position is occupied by the teeth, second position is occupied by the, second position is occupied by the, yes sir. Because we are rotating in the clockwise direction, na? Teeth is occupied by the first position. Second position is occupied by the teeth or slot. After some time, second position will be occupied by the slot. After some time, फर्स्ट पोजीशन इज ऑक्यूपाइड बाय दी टीथ, सेकंड पोजीशन इज स्लॉट, उसके बाद स्लॉट टीथ, टीथ टीथ स्लॉट। चलो देखते हैं, फ्लक्स विल ऑलवेज चूज विच पार्ट, टीथ पोजीशन और स्लॉट पोजीशन, टीथ पोजीशन और स्लॉट पोजीशन, कम ऑन टेल मी। Flux will always choose teeth position or slot position. Why teeth position only? Why teeth position only? Come on. Why teeth position only? Why teeth position only? Because of low area, or I can say less reluctance. Can I say that? Yes, sir. Low reluctance part. देखो एक बार इधर. Teeth, and then again it will go to teeth. After this again it will go to teeth. After this again it will go to teeth. Now you tell me, is it a DC flux or AC flux? Is it a DC flux or AC flux? Now you tell me, AC flux, do you have a frequency or no frequency? Yes sir, come on tell me. DC flux or AC flux, do you have a frequency or no frequency? Yes sir, having frequency. Having a frequency means you need to do laminations or not. Why? If it is having a frequency, here frequency is not equal to 0, therefore iron losses are also not equal to 0. If iron losses are not equal to 0 means what? You need to do laminations or without laminations? Yes, lamination. This is a very important bit. Very important bit. Laminations are required. Very important bit. Therefore, tell me, in stator core or in stator part of a DC machine, which part is required for lamination? Which part is required lamination? In stator, which part is required lamination? Tell me. Pole shoe, not pole core. Why pole shoe required lamination? Reason is simple. If your rotor is not teeth slot, for example, if your rotor is a circular but no teeth slots are there, then tell me, will you get this sinusoidal? Tell me, will you get that sinusoidal? If your rotor is not teeth slots, only circular, you won't get, right? It means without having slots and teeth, can you put a conductor? Without having slots and teeth, can you place the conductor in it? Therefore, if you want to place a conductor, slots and teeth must be there. If slots and teeth are there, definitely pulsating flux is there. Pulsating flux is there means pulsating torque will be there. Why? Your performance equation is what? Tell me. Your performance equation, K into phi into IA na? Tell me, if this flux is pulsating, like oscillating, then the torque also will be oscillating, right or not? Therefore, you will get a pulsation torque or not? Tell me. The rotor will facing now pulsation torque. Tell me. Yes or not? Pulsation torque. Quick. Yes. That pulsation torque, is it nothing but a smooth operation or it is not a smooth operation? Tell me. Pulsation torque means, is it smooth operation? Yes or no? Tell me. Pulsation torque, is it a smooth operation? Pulsation torque. No, it is not a smooth operation. Therefore, your generator will always oscillate. But we required only a smooth operation. So for that, definitely you need to make these oscillations as low as possible by using suitable laminations. Okay? Suitable laminations. I hope it is clear, everybody. Tell me, if this rotor is rotating very fast, then tell me, you will get more cycles. You will get more cycles, yes or not? If the rotor is very fast, can I say you will get more cycles? Respond quick. More cycles means frequency will be more or less. More frequency means frequency will be more or less. More frequency means frequency is more or less. Frequency is more means frequency more. Frequency more means hysteresis and eddy current losses are. If frequency is more means hysteresis and eddy current losses are more. More than hysteresis and eddy current losses, is it advantage or disadvantage? More the hysteresis and eddy current losses means advantage or disadvantage. Therefore, I don't want to make this kind of oscillations. It means I want to reduce this frequency. It means I want to reduce the iron losses. For that, definitely I have to do lamination. Once if I do the laminations, eddy current losses will decrease. Therefore, oscillations decrease. Oscillations decrease means pulsation torque decrease. Therefore, you will get a smooth operation. I hope this is clear, everybody. Why we have selected this type of pole shoe? Why we have not taken this? You have seen the reason? Okay, after selection of this, then what is the problem we are facing? Actually, there is an advantage by using this. What is the advantage? More flux, more average flux we are getting here, right? More average flux we are getting. But one disadvantage is flux is oscillation. So to avoid that oscillation, what I will do? I will use laminations. I hope this is clear, everybody. Any doubts? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Prime mover torque is opposed due to electromagnetic torque rotor. Yes, definitely. Your prime mover is want to rotate in clockwise direction. Your electromagnetic torque will rotate that rotation in the reverse direction. But how it is applying a force? How it is applying a force? Forward, backward, forward, backward. It means your rotor is also oscillating, na? Few movements, because of the forward, it is opposing. Few movements, it is supporting. If you observe that, Shivakumar, did you observe? Are you getting my point? Did you observe? During pass off cycle, opposing. So, your rotor is decelerate. During negative cycle, it is supporting the rotation. It means few times your rotor is decelerating, few times it is oscillating. This means you are getting an oscillating response. That is why we need to do the lamination. I hope it is clear, right? Is it clear? Have you taken this? Once if it is completed, please let me know. Only one part is there in stator winding, so that I will go ahead.